Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Kissy. Today I want to do a reading for the collective because yesterday my video was cut short actually due to having the storage space issues. I have to keep clearing my phone. So the clearing of energy could be significant for some, but I do want to say that I do want to, this is not going to be a part 3. I won't make it a part 3, but I will state some of the things that I wasn't able to say yesterday in terms of the notes that I did receive. So before I start with the reading, let me just mention a few things here in regards to the energies that we could still be feeling today actually, and I think is rather significant that something could be significant about the left hand, but also blood and fire, and maybe in association with the left hand, blood and fire, left hand. It's literally just how it came through after the song, which is where I left off in my previous video, which was La Guerra, which means the war. So clearly this has to do with war energy like Mars and Scorpio, or I should say like Mars, such as Aries and Scorpio's Mars energies. Regardless of that, I wrote, when her father rules her thoughts, her man has to overrule him as her king. And that came through because the song, The War, that I was referring to, is about a couple. And here we have House of Dragons, joining, merging, union, a coming together maybe of two houses. And it doesn't have to be so literal. It could just be two aspects of yourself coming together in union and working very well together, whereas in one point or another, these two aspects did not work well together. So we have blood and fire, left hand, and the concept of the song was she's basically warning him about the work that he does to basically, he's like her boyfriend, not necessarily because they're like a young couple, right? So she's like, her father doesn't approve of him because of what he does. So it has something to do with what you do. And I think this is, the message today I think is more geared in regards to what's going on with the masculine, the divine masculine energy. So whether this applies to the divine masculine that's listening, or the divine feminine that wants to understand the masculine, however it works out. So the House of Dragons, joining and merging in union, it has to do with he might work in ways that her father does not approve. In other words, this is a masculine that might do things that are not by societal standards, quote unquote, the right thing. But it is the right thing when it's in context. It seems like not the right thing when it is out of context due to lack of information or understanding, or lack of ability to be open to a bigger picture of purpose. So I feel like this divine masculine, while she's warning him and he's letting her know this war with your father, like, I can't have this war with your father. Just, let him know that I love you, basically. And she's basically like, I'm afraid. So she's acting out of fear in some ways. She's not acting out of a certainty or trust that she chose, or that, if the best way to put it, to give it the clearest version of trust would be that her authority is aligned with her heart, with her truth, what she wants. And that authority is able to trust in that choice, despite what vessel it comes through. Something to that effect. I don't know how to make it more clear, but so that was messages from yesterday's full moon and Gemini reading. Okay, and when my phone like did that, you know, that it kept stopping, I was just like, I'm done. So I was like, forget it, I'm not gonna do this. So but I do want to finish the messages. So there was a lot of flirty energy, a lot of wanting to, but feeling like cannot. Like masculines feeling like they cannot actually come forward based on something that they fear or something that they think is interfering. But they do think they love you. So they're questioning, what are they so afraid of? They're not sure. It's not so much that they're not sure of well, actually it is that they're not sure. They're just not sure. I was going to say, it's not that they're not sure that they love you. I feel like on some level they know they love you, but I don't know why they're questioning why or how or why do they love you? Like it's not like they don't, that there's not a million things that they can love about you. It's not to do with that. It's more to do with how out of control you make them feel, to the point that they act, they're behaving out of their norm, and they know it has to do with you. Okay. In the still of the night, and it's by the 5 satins, right? Like satin sheets, right? So something to do with satin, but it's weird because it kind of looked like 5 satans when I first saw it come through. But in the still of the night, I feel like, and then it says, I remember that night in May, the stars were up above. So something to do with May and the night. There's something to remember about May, the month of May. While strolling through the park one day in the merry, merry month of May, I was taken by surprise. I forgot how it goes. By a pair of something something. In a moment, my poor heart was blown away. A smile I thought she gave to me. La 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 la. Okay, I'm not gonna sing that part. But anyway, so something to do with, maybe that's either when you met or something occurred. Maybe that's the first time they noticed you, Divine Feminine. Masculine, maybe that was the first time you received like a intuitive knowing about your feminine. The stars were up above. Then I saw transforming negative energies. The numbers 174 could be significant as well. So this masculine could be very much transforming negative energies in a way that's different than before. So, okay. Now, there was also a feminine that's very, very upset, who, actually, she's not upset. Let me rephrase this. Oh, Lordy, here we go. Divine Feminine or Divine Masculine. There's a karmic masculine in the background that doesn't seem to get it. And somehow assumes that they are still in the picture somehow, but they're not. And so the essence that this woman has towards this man is, I mean, there's the opinion is not very high, let's just say. The opinion of this that this feminine has of this masculine is not very high. There's very little that was there to work with in the sense of how this person was towards the feminine. So he would love for her to call out his name, because in his mind, I said I didn't feel nothing, but I lied. I almost cut out a piece of myself for your life. So she's saying, well, she's kind of like, this person, like, she's over it, done with. He's basically still bitter about the situation and trying to like retract. I said I didn't feel nothing, but I lied. Okay, so like, okay, fine, I lied. Like, now I'm gonna go ahead and admit I did care. Now. But she's already like over it. Like, she is singing about it. and there's but there's not this connection of like anger attached to it. It's just like a matter of fact, and it's like very cold about it. Very cold about it. Now, this feminine could very much want to, would love the opportunity, perhaps maybe, to say this out loud to this person's face, but this person doesn't even have the access, even if they wanted to. And that's it for them. They don't have access, and that's what, I guess, that's where the bitterness comes in. So one small step for man, one great leap for mankind. Neil Armstrong came through yesterday. This happened in Cancer season, July 20th, 1969. So those dates could be significant, or those numbers. The one standing was Capricorn. Oh yeah. So I had all my little characters here. I had them up on a shelf, and when I went to grab something, they all, look, I even did it again. I swear to God, I didn't even try. But I had all of the other pieces kind of like fell out. And then the only one standing was Capricorn. The moon is currently in Gemini at this time, but there's something to do with that. The only one standing was Capricorn. So I don't know if that's like maybe like some competition and everyone else fell out of the race, so to speak. Capricorn was the only one left standing. And again, it showed it again, which is, and I mean, I do have a bias for Capricorn, of course. Everybody has a bias for like their personal signs, I'm sure. I can't even say no to that. But that was not intentional. Intentional. Coño. Alright. So, no me enseñaste a estar sin ti. That means you didn't show me how to be without you. So feminine is feeling like, no me enseñaste cómo estar sin ti. Y que le digo yo este corazón. Si yo oh my. Si todo acabó. Hold on. Yeah, man. You didn't show her how to be without you. There's a feminine that got so accustomed to your presence, to your energy, that when your energy isn't there, how do I experience this reality without that energy there? But it's clearly there is a codependency there, but it's not giving like this is current energy. It's giving like maybe why am I still doing this? I wasn't trying to do this. Stop it. Okay. Listen, there was, Shape of My Heart. Backstreet Boys. This is somebody that's coming from like taking you by surprise in some way, Divine Feminine. Let me see if I can remember the lyrics. But Now let me show you the shape of my heart. Okay. I'm here with my confession. Got nowhere to hide no more. I don't know where to start. Yeah, so they're here with their confession. They don't know where to start, but to show you the shape of their heart. They're looking back on things they've done. I never want to play the same old part. I don't know if those are the actual lyrics right there. Keep you in the dark. Like, yeah, he doesn't want to keep you in the dark. Now let me show you the shape of my heart. It could be an Aries, only because I see it standing out. Or a Libra. But somebody that comes full, you know, this is somebody that embodies their wholeness. Interesante. Okay, what else? Okay, so then after the Backstreet Boys, right, I was like, enough of the past. Yeah, I don't want to hear it no more. So what's the new? What's the new is dancing bachata. So it could be that maybe like there's this new energy. It might be a little more lively, a little more what's the word? Saucy, right? A little bit more steamy, or a little bit more I'm just getting like a tropical island, like Caribbean island, and dancing on the sand, and just like the music loud, and beach and drinking and socializing. And then there's Whenever You Call, Mariah Carey. I'll never be too far away to feel you, and I won't hesitate at all whenever you call. So somebody will not hesitate when you call them, or that's what this feminine is saying in terms of like whenever you call. It could just be I will always remember that part of you so tender. Someone's feeling like this energy is like, so we have two kinds of energies here. We have one that's very date night, vacation, like going, like somebody, like nothing to do with the current season, by the way. Like no winter, nothing. It's feeling like somebody's on a vacation to some tropical island, dancing on the beach, bikinis, bathing suits, night lights, just a lot of dancing, a lot of sweating, a lot of, that's the scene. And then whenever you call, there could be somebody saying, just hit me up, call me, whatever, like, but it's more like, it's, oh my gosh. These four walls closing more every day, and nobody knows it but me. Oh, that's the Tony Rich project. Somebody could be named Tony. This masculine could be named Tony. Rich, that's another name there. This masculine could be working on some kind of project and is not able to participate in things going on with you at this time. You might be feeling this person pulling on your energy. There's something going on where this person is feeling kind of like these four walls are closing more every day. Like they're getting more and more tied down into some kind of thing that is becoming mundane, or is becoming, I don't want to say sluggish, but it's just becoming settled. But they're dying inside and nobody knows it but them. lying awake. It's 3:15. Their heart is calling you, and nobody knows it but me. So this person feels like they're trapped in a situation where they can't really express themselves, or they can't really show how they feel about you for some reason. And they want what, I guess they would be available whenever you call them. Like, their love is very tender. They remember the tenderness of your love. This is somebody that has a lot of heartfelt feelings for you, but maybe they're in this environment and like they should be living it up, having a great old time, but they're actually, in their mind, they're feeling closed in, but nobody would know. They look like they're having the time of their life, but they would drop it on a dime to be with you at this point. So now moving on to this morning's messages. That was everything from yesterday that I didn't finish sharing with you. And now here we are, today's messages. So the first one was walk like a man. There's a movie, but I was thinking of the song. When I heard it, Walk Like a Man, I thought of the song. But I wanted to see something in regards to the lyrics, and it led me to the movie Walk Like a Man, which I remember that there was a movie called Walk Like a Man, but I don't remember watching it. It's a movie with Howie Mandel and Christopher Lloyd, the guy from Back to the Future. Doc. So I don't even know what the movie was about, but I got interested in looking into the plot. And it's hilarious, and I want to read it to you because, I don't know, it feels like imperative information. So we have Henry Shand goes to Alaska to search for gold and find his fortune. While there, his spoiled brat of a son, Reggie, gets mad that he has to work for money. What further angers him is the fact that he has to share the dog sled with his 2-year-old brother, Robert, nicknamed Bobo. Reggie decides to take matters into his own hands and pushes the toddler off the sled, leaving him to die in the wintry Klondike wilderness. Some 20 years later, Henry had died, giving Reggie a large inheritance of $30 million. Reggie foolishly spends it within a year, causing his new bride, Rhonda, to become an angry alcoholic. As they have gone broke and had to move back in with Reggie's mother, Margaret. Margaret has gone insane since Bobo's disappearance and Henry's death, and now has spent much of the family's fortune on buying homes for stray cats. Meanwhile, a biologist named Penny arrives from Alaska, claiming to have found Bobo alive and well. They discover that Bobo had been raised by timber wolves, causing him to sniff everyone's butts, greet people by licking their faces, run on all fours, eat with his mouth rather than using flatware, growl and bark, chew on shoes, and run through fresh cement while chasing cats or fire trucks. Reggie decides to manipulate Bobo into signing over his inheritance to him to pay off gambling debts. Reggie tells Penny that she can use Bobo for wolf research. Wolf research. But first, must teach him to walk, talk, read, and of course, write. Penny gives Bobo a shave and a haircut, but getting him to act like a human proves to be a difficult task. And Bobo continues to unknowingly cause problems. Things get even worse when Bobo gets out in public, wreaking havoc in a shopping mall by going into dressing rooms, unwittingly trying on clothes and walking out of stores with them. My goodness. As Bobo behaves more like a person than a dog, Penny begins to fall in love with him. Reggie wants her to speed up the training of his savage sibling, as the people he owes money to want their cash quickly. In court, Penny stands up for Bobo, having discovered Reggie's scheme, Bobo refuses to sign, and Reggie frantically engages in canine behavior, growling, barking, chewing on a squeaky toy in an attempt to demonstrate how Bobo was acting, making him look asinine to the judge, who dismisses the case. Bobo and Penny go outside and kiss, but Bobo stops to chase a fire engine. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, Lordy. How does that... I would have never guessed what this movie was about. Walk Like a Man, but okay. I might watch it just for the sake of entertaining the plot, because the plot sounds fun. Sounds kind of funny. Anyways, but in terms of the song, there was a part that did stand out. And I feel like this... Okay, well, let me address the movie aspects of this plot in terms of this masculine first. You might remember we said that there was like there's a karmic masculine, and then there's the divine masculine energy. And I feel like the karmic masculine was trying to play one up maybe on the masculine, not knowing who they were, in terms of trying to rob them of their fortune. Because the masculine has a nature within him that is very magnetic, very powerful, very animalistic, that threatens this karmic masculine. So the karmic masculine, instead of doing things, addressing things as you would think he would or should, he did this backhanded behavior and tried to outsmart people without realizing that the behaviors of this supposed wealthy individual that inherited daddy's wealth, that didn't do anything for themselves other than just get something that was given to them, couldn't really judge the one that they were calling the animal, because their behavior, their integrity, and the things that they did out of integrity were more was more animal than the person that he claims was being animal, because the animal was being themselves. In other words, if he was raised by wolves, I mean, he's acting in his own nature. And so therefore, you can't really judge him for that. You can't hold it against him. But this person was trying to hold something that's innate in them against them, yet their behavior proved to be more unevolved than the person they were calling unevolved in the first place. Okay, so now... Oh, how you tried to cut me down to size, telling dirty lies to my friends. Well, my own father said, give her up, don't bother, the world isn't coming to an end. He said, walk like a man, talk like a man, walk like a man, my son. No woman's worth, party on the earth, so walk like a man, my son. So in this song, this masculine, the same masculine, it's like the bitterness in his version, divine feminine, this karmic masculine that thinks that they were coming between you and your masculine was somehow trying to infiltrate the masculine. Okay? By then also creating a narrative about you that you were, well, how does he say here? Hold on. So he says, bye-bye, baby. I don't mean maybe. We're going to get along somehow. Soon you'll be crying on count of all your lying. Yeah, just look who's laughing now. I'm going to walk like a man, fast as I can. Walk like a man from you. I'll tell the world, forget about it, girl, and walk like a man from you. He sounds like he was making up this narrative that, like, what do you mean walk like a man? You walk as a man, but to walk like a man is like you're imitating a man from what? If you're not a man walking as a man, then what are you if it's like a man that you're walking? So therefore, everything he judged the feminine on, accusing her of, it was an inferiority complex. It was some kind of fear tactic or some kind of whatever it was to create. In his mind, he couldn't live with the concept of the attention she could have or outside of his control. Just that alone put him in a state of, I guess, self-sabotage. And in that point, created this plot and all of that. Got found out, got exposed. Oh, I also heard, it was strange. It was like, how was it that it came through? Like something, it was like, no, not the heist. It just came out like that, like, no, not the heist, or don't take the heist. I don't know. It was something weird like that. Something about the heist. So maybe that's what happened, and they ended up getting either caught or something. All right, so there's this other scenario with this karmic masculine that I should mention. If it's not him, it could just be another one, but it seems related. This masculine really needs, somehow, some reason, I don't know what it is, needs to remain attached, like on a very, very deep, weird psychological level. There's this, it's a matter of control, right? Of hasn't truly like let go. And the reason are unbeknownst to anyone, I guess, other than claiming their, it's like they put their stamp on it or some stupid stuff like that in their mind. And from that standpoint, whenever they see that you're ascending or rising or moving on or moving forward, they want to somehow latch on. So it's like a hook. So you could always clear that energy, rebuke that energy, consciously, actively release yourself from any hook energies that want to attach themselves to you knowingly or unknowingly. That spirit knows in your case that nothing can be attached to you that you do not accept, that you do not openly acknowledge. So therefore cannot be. No, like no access to certain energies that don't come, don't request the access appropriately. You know what I mean? Like this, there's no going through the back way in a matter anymore. This masculine seems to keep trying to get into your space or into your energy or somehow create some kind of friction between the cohesiveness of your connection to your masculine. And that friction in itself that they're trying to create is a form of resistance that they're aware that in doing that, not only is it it's an intention to limit you somehow, but it also to exchange energy. It's for the purpose to exchange. That's how they do it. As long as they can exchange energy with you, they affirm their belief that doing that ritualistic connection that way, that they're somehow going to gain access to where you're going. And it doesn't work. All right, so once bitten and twice shy, I kept my distance, but you still catch my eyes. Tell me, baby. All right, do you recognize me? Well, it's been a year, it doesn't surprise me. All right, that's last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the part that really stood up, tell me, baby, do you recognize me? Divine masculine, divine feminine. It's probably been a while since you've, if you're in separation with your divine partner, when they see you, there's going to be kind of like a surprise, like to the point of, what? Don't you recognize me? Now, I know that this song has nothing to do with any of that, but we're not attached to the karmic energies from the past. Looking forward to our divine union. There's this energy of, don't you recognize me? Like, it's more like a sarcastic, you know that I know that I know that you know that I am that person. But it's not so much like something that's being said. It's something that's going to resonate with you and resonate with the masculine. And there's going to be some confirmation, and that confirmation is going to come in a way that you cannot deny the truth of it. You just wouldn't be able to deny the truth of it. It's going to be such a clear-cut message that it's not been infiltrated by the enemy in some way. You know, it's like a God gift of some sort, and you're going to know, yeah, this is my person. And when you say, what? Tell me, baby, do you recognize me? Like, oh, how beautiful. All right. So, I think I'm not going to cry me a river. Know that they say that some things are better left unsaid. It wasn't like you only talk to him and you know it. Don't act like you don't know it. All of these things people told me keep messing with my head. Should have picked honesty, then you may not have blown it. Same scenario, past scenario, always trying to infiltrate the energies of the harmonious union. The karmic masculine is pissed off at a feminine. This is a karmic feminine that they were interacting with, so masculine. You were probably, you probably had a karmic feminine that was affecting your peace, and you realize some things are better left unsaid. Once you know that this person lied to you, and you know that they were basically, you realize this person could not truly validate the truth, if that's the way to say it. You don't have to say what you did. I already know. I found out about him. Now there's just no chance for you and me. There'll never be. Don't it make you sad about it? Okay. So this feminine just, you probably gave her a ton of opportunity, masculine, to be honest about. This is not the same scenario as the karmic masculine that made up the story from his insecure space. Oh, you're cheating and you're this, that. Like, their fear created the outcome in the way that they lost. In this case, you weren't looking for it. You weren't expecting it. You weren't even, this was something that you were just being you, doing you, and this person just crossed the boundaries. They crossed the line. They let themselves make a choice that betrayed your trust. And it's like, fine, it's not a big deal. Cry me a river. But it's like, once you know, and it's good. You just move forward. But there is no, you're not there to listen to the justifications. And not because you're being closed-minded, but because you have, whatever it was, the evidence was, like we said, very clear-cut evidence, very clear and dry. This isn't something that can be denied. This isn't something that is hearsay. You know it for yourself what it is, and that's all you needed. That was all you needed to be able to say goodbye. So that's it. Cry me a river. Cry me a river. I can't do that right now. I have to cough. Hold on. Okay. Oh. All right, tarot time. So let's go ahead and do a across the board. Excusez-moi. All right, I think I'm just going to use the cards. Sorry, guys. Not today. We have a King of Pentacles, a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, masculine energy. This masculine is sitting on his throne, ready to speak his truth, or being confronted to see some truth. Someone got out of a sticky situation, or somebody got unstuck, mentally unstuck perhaps. Perhaps this is you, Divine Feminine. If you were, or masculine, this is you. And now there's this truth is like slapping a King of Pentacles in the face. There's a truth that can't be denied, that a King of Pentacles is seeing. And it's coming from someone that released themselves from either being mentally stuck in some way, or being blinded, or being trapped. This person is moving forward, moving away from a situation, maybe from a job that they weren't connected to. Maybe from a boss that wasn't paying them enough. Maybe from a spouse that was not affectionate. Or maybe... it's interesting. It seems to me, I mean, it's a King of Pentacles. He's not in reverse. So he should be affectionate. He should be generous. He should be loving. But there's a truth that's hitting him in the face from someone that is no longer stuck on them, maybe mentally, or connected to them. I don't want to say emotionally, but it was somebody that was in some way stuck. This person is taking their affections elsewhere. To a Queen of Coins. I'm sorry. Oh, why did I say Queen of Coins? Oh, because I was looking here. Queen of Cups. It's almost like I'm going to go to somebody that's more like me, or somebody that vibes more like me. It's like this person This person just wanted the truth from this King of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles is seeing now this truth about this person that is no longer stuck. Somebody could be just challenging them or just letting them know what it is, what's true. The truth is, I'm not going towards you. I'm bringing my love to this Queen of Cups. So this is I want a love connection. I want fulfillment. I want compassion. I want somebody that's nurturing, somebody that's caring, somebody that's loving and kind and wise. Somebody that you might feel, if this isn't you, if this is your person, that is more like themselves. Because the Knight of Cups is looking up to the Queen of Cups. And they want to bring the Queen of Cups an offer. It's a small offer, not like the King of Pentacles here, but it's a generous and sincere offer from this Knight of Cups. It's an open invitation to establish something true and something passionate. So we got the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands, a new opportunity in money and work, passion, faith, you name it. This is like very inspired, very grounded, and also established. I'm also seeing 01, take that as you will, number 1, but the 0 and the 1. This King of Pentacles was very defensive, and they were also collaborating, but they weren't giving any love. So this person that got unstuck quickly went to a new opportunity, or when they saw that there was no love in the matter, they opened themselves up to opportunities. And then they had to really look within themselves to decide, to trust or to know, what is it that I want? What is it that I need? What is it that will make me feel truly content? So they made a judgment call. And that's why they're making this offer. They figured they'd rather work with you. Maybe, I got this going on and I can bring this along. And together we can hopefully create something really great. They're open to an opportunity because you make them happy. So what I'm getting, divine feminine or masculine, your person had to turn away from someone that was keeping them stuck or a situation that was keeping them stuck. If that's not your person, if this resonates with you, please take it as you will. The energy is someone was stuck to a situation, whether it was a spouse or a career or something to do with money and stability. When their eyes opened up and the truth was revealed, they had to walk away from, I guess, maybe superficial matters or things that were just 3D based or things that were just mundane. There was nothing else in it other than just the basic day-to-day kind of thing. So they walked away towards love, towards a broader love, a greater love. And now the opportunities are coming for stability and creativity and working in a union, the divine masculine and divine feminine energies. Fire and earth. Stable passion or growing passion. simply because this masculine earth energy could not let go of the defense energy. And while they collaborated, it feels like they were in collaboration to keep you in this stuck energy also. Or they solicited others to help you. Oh, I was going to say they solicited others to help you escape? But who? This King of Pentacles that you walked away from because they had you stuck, to go towards new love, and opportunities are coming. You had to trust what you really needed in your life to feel emotionally sound with your knowing. So you made a judgment, and the judgment call is to come together. Whether you made the judgment or your divine masculine made the judgment, divine feminine, or spirit made the judgment, that's what's here. The judgment is to collaborate and work together if you want this happiness. And I see that you do, because we go from the Two of Wands to the Three of Wands. So it's like, once we do create, now let's get stabilized. Now that we came together to create, and our joy, this is I don't know why this fell out with this card. And the way that they fell, I feel like someone was trying to create an injustice also because you're happy. Oh, you being stuck, or your person being stuck, however it resonates for you, that was considered an injustice, to be stuck with no love. There was something like being stuck with no love. And it was to prevent these opportunities, which is why you had to be present to know what was coming, to be able to make the best call for what you were going, so you could see ahead of where this was going, this connection was going. And because you were granted this joy, this happiness for what you had been through, I guess, or for what the struggle that this King of Pentacles put you through, now there are some individuals that want to create or are hoping for an injustice of some sort. We have a Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, that is got over a betrayal that at one point they couldn't even believe was even a real thing, from a Knight of Wands, a younger fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. So it was like it was by one of their own, so to speak, like one of their own family members, or one of their own, we're a team, like you're supposed to be on my side, or we're supposed to be family, we're supposed to be, I don't know, however, there was supposed to be some kind of like bond of we are one, or we are of the same, of some sort. And this person betrayed this Queen of Wands. Or they want to create this kind of energy, but it's in reverse. So the Queen of Wands already, maybe the Queen of Wands sees it coming, that this person was coming already kind of like their energy precedes them. So there's a Queen of Wands that can see that this energy that this person, there's a masculine that's trying to be like, okay, oh Lord. So you see, we stopped the story here at the injustice. That was that. Now, briefly, there's a Queen of Wands. And there's a Knight of Wands. This Knight of Wands is very much attracted to this Queen of Wands. He wants to hook up with this Queen of Wands. He sees, wow, you know, it's amazing how you are. He's very complimenting. I mean, like, he is laying the compliments thick. He is coming across as very enthusiastic, very, like, very interested. But she can see that this person, or maybe because of the betrayals that she's experienced, maybe because of the disappointment she's experienced, she can see his path of the things that he'll bring to this dynamic with her. Just a lot of mental confusion, a lot of disappointment, a lot of distrust, because he's still very immature. And he just wants to fulfill ideals, not necessarily real. He doesn't want the reality. He wants the fantasy. So yeah, I think that this energy that was approaching you, Divine Feminine, they might just be attracted to you. So you want to let go of burdens, and you're not interested in anyone that isn't really like speaking from a space of wisdom, communicating from a space of true understanding of who they are. Like, you want somebody that's in control of who they are, and not like the ego, but like from a spiritual standpoint. There's somebody that really knows who they are. They know how to balance themselves, their life. This is somebody, like, this is the person that you want a new beginning with. The person, see, I feel like this King of Pentacles, you might still feel like this is your person, or this person might still see you as their person with the Queen of Pentacles here, this new beginning with the Queen of Pentacles. And there was like something with the Temperance in reverse. It's like there was something that didn't quite heal, or something that didn't get balanced out right in a certain way, but it's love anyway. The love is real. Somebody has been enlightened. They don't want to be alone anymore. They've let go of something that had them, where they were comfortable, but it was an illusion. They're very much inspired. I feel like they feel very sad also. They're inspired to know the truth, but it also makes them sad because they know that what they did to you. They know how much pain they brought you to have to heal. They weren't honest, and they didn't offer you anything real, tangible. And they know what you needed was the truth. You needed absolute truth, and now this person really, they're lacking contentment because they can't really, they know what they got away with, but they're willing to let go of whatever they were holding on to in order to make something with you real and stable and long term. They're willing to make the investment. Okay? They're not confused. They know that you're their person. They know. And they have a lot of passion for you. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed. Take care.